forward. Thank you. Welcome.
Guests upon us, UNHCR, LWF, Udol Trust, the entire community of Lopit community, and all visitors who are joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As you have heard some called Dente Modings, I'm from Lopit community, Equatoria, from South Sudanese. So it's a blessing and a good occasion to celebrate together with you today. I would like to ask each of you who have come today to feel at home, and we feel happy together to join our hand together for the event of today. Ladies and gentlemen, to tell you why we are coming today here. So we are coming here to witness the event that is going on in Lopit community. The celebration that we held today is the beginning of the Lopit language that has been started by the researchers, and all the Lopit communities are all appreciate for what has been happening in our community. From the beginnings, when we came from South Sudan and when we were in South Sudan, the Lopit community does not have any written materials that is written in Lopit history or Lopit language. It happened in the year 2015 in August when we received a visitor in our community. One of the visitors came from Australia, from Melbourne, the University of Melbourne, and he was called Jonathan Modie, who studied the linguistics and the research on Lopit language. So when Jonathan was here in the year 2015, he has come to Lopit community and we collaborate with him. He was doing the research in Lopit language. And after all, this is the space where we were with the Jonathans. And it is a blessing to tell you visitors, today we bring you here to witness. This was the small room we were with the Jonathan in 2015. So after Jonathan left from Kakuma back to Australia, he went with the written material that he has recorded, some item that has been presented to him and shown the Lopit community who are in Australia. They made it and they produced some written material, which is the story, children's story, and some written material which is already translated in Lopit language. According to their researchers, we also have another researchers which is a female who is also joining the research in Lopit language called Rosie Bilton, who is also residing in Australia at Melbourne, and all of them study in University of Melbourne. So both of them study the research in Lopit language, and when they share the record that Jonathan took from Kakuma, they call the Lopit community in Kakuma, Mr. Patrick Kowa, to look at after some people to join together so that we can go ahead with the translation of Lopit language. So he sent us a sample of some videos, a sample of some text written in Lopit language, and we demand more. It was really the beginning of education in Lopit community. We asked him, it's better to produce more written material in Lopit language as translated in English and send many to Kakuma, as well as sending to where the Lopit are residing. He proposed that we have to write a project so that it can help us to coordinate together. We wrote a project proposal, and on behalf on that, and in my appreciation, I give a blessing to Mr. Gera, who is joining us today, who was teaching us community business development at Arupe Learning Center. He was the one who took us, especially me particularly, through the project proposal about the development of the community. So when we write the project proposal, we post to the researchers that the Lopit are remain behind because we don't have any written material about the Lopit community. They accept and we are going ahead. At the beginning we were having the project proposal whose title was called Iguju Writing Project Proposal. That was just the title trial that we tried. And Mr. Hure witnessed. I went with the project proposal to his office. From Widol Trust also we went for the process of looking some academic books. And that was the beginning. Into that objective of that first project proposal, this is why we are here today. We have achieved the very important target that we were targeting. One was to create Lopit website whereby we can write the whole history of Lopit and we post inside the website so that whoever at the worldwide can get those stories and can teach the children behind us. We have created the website, and the second objective was having the Lopit community library in Kakuma, whereby when the researchers send us the book, we can store the book in that small room where we have, and it has achieved. The researchers went through and we have get a small house, and that house is not really here today in block 3. It is in Kakuma 1 zone 2 block 4 because it cannot accommodate all of us today. That's why we brought you today here. That was our second objective of having the library of Lopit in Kakuma. And we said, when we have that library, it is better for us to begin education and start up some academic subjects, books. I appreciated the past people who have turned up with that contribution. Some people has contributed, however, I went to various offices and they were also saying they will turn up with a contribution. The first organization who has helped us to run that library was GRS, whereby I started my learning about the CBD, the community business development. GRS contributed to us 25 books, different novel story written in English. On top of that, Mr. Gera, the CBD facilitator who is with us today, himself give us an Oxford dictionary, English dictionary, on top of the contribution. And that is what made the Lopit library to begin from the smallest, and I know we are going to the highest level. The second organization who has helped us, the WTK, the Widol Trust of Kenya, he has contributed to us 30 books, different textbooks. And this is the beginning where we say the library has to start with academics as well as going to Lopit language. We have some people also outside who has contributed for us. We have one of our brother who is living in USA called Martin Merichamoy, contributed to us a different textbook of a combination book, 6 different subjects. On top of that, the one Martin contributed was for primary school. When we have also another person called Luka Igali, our student who left from Kakuma, he's learning also in Canada with a team. He contributed to us a different book for secondary school. We have different subject, the combined book. We bought around 4 books. In that library, we currently have a few material which is in that library. We have one cupboard for storing our books. We have around 20 chairs, plastic chairs, to begin that project. We have 2 tables, and we have one blackboard for teaching our children, as well as the learners has to make their practice when they are learning inside. I would like to request the agency who are joining us today to be very attentive to our requests, and also to help us more in the future to run this education, to begin the education in Lopit community. We are going to begin from the smallest as we started. It is from the smallest, and we will end from where the education is started. So some of the challenge we face in that particular place, we have one room. First of all, when we get the plot, we have one room which is constructed with an iron seat. It was just a neighbor who evacuated from that place, and we just begged him. We said we need to use this place to utilize our learners, children, to begin education. He accepted the place. We have currently now a small room constructed with iron seat, that is Mesa 6 by 4, and one room which is constructed with a carton. My request goes to the UNHCR at large, and also education officers in charge in Kakuma, NCCK, and other stakeholders in Kakuma to look at that particular problem that we have about expanding that room, so that we can expand that room to have a number of learners who can accommodate with a good number of learners. Currently, in that room, it cannot go beyond 50 learners. Always, every day, we have a number of 30 learners. Out of 30, 20 sit on plastic chairs and 10 sit at the ground. So this is one of the challenge we have currently in that place. We also have to expand the shortage of, we have also to request the shortage of material currently that we have in that particular place, like books. We currently have a small number of books which cannot accommodate the number of the learners in Lopit community. In the year 2016, when we were coming up with the issue of having the library in Lopit community, we have a number of over 600 learners, which is the record of last year. We take the learners record from class 1 up to form 4, and we currently capture the number of 600 learners, including those who have just recently entered to the camp. So we are planning once more, as we have our language book. They currently send us language book from Australia, the researcher sends, and we have currently in that library some sample of the books. That is not really, but we are saying we are going to commit it and produce more in future. Our target is to get the Bible for Lopit. We target also to get the folk story for Lopit, any written material in Lopit language as well as translated in English. It is a dream that we are dreaming for the young generation. I personally completed my Form 4 in 2013 under the in charge of Hure at Kakuma Refugee Secondary School, and I'm appreciated and I'm happy to be with him today. This is the beginning of education. Where is the knowledge that you teach us? It is something that we have to start. The small that you taught us, we need to begin. Stagera, the little that you taught us, we need to sort out. So that is one of the challenge. We don't have really material in that place. The third problem that we have, we are looking at the roofing style that can make that room to be roofed to accommodate all the learners. That is, yes, that is not enough. The space is not enough for us. We are looking at the way forward. If we can construct, like now Hure is here, if you can help us to press that room up.